What is up, people? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another watch along here on the Cup Chasers. That's right. It's Liverpool hosting West Ham United in a massive game as we're getting down to the business end of the season, and all of these games are massive. Of course, West Ham absolutely battling down at the bottom of the table, trying to survive with a little bit of momentum. Of course, Mr. David Moyes has done well. Nuno Espiritu Santos has done well to keep them in contention to stay up in the Premier League this season. Of course, it's always tough. It's always bumpy, but this should be a good one. Liverpool looking to also strengthen their hopes of finishing in Champions League this season. Of course, it's going to be an interesting, difficult race. Man United and Chelsea, of course, vying for the same spot. And, of course, Aston Villa lost yesterday, pulling them down into the race as well for that top five. There's only 3 spots behind Man City and Arsenal in this Champions League race. And that means that one of Liverpool United and Chelsea, and of course of Liverpool United, and Aston Villa, one of the 4 there, will be on the outside looking in. On the outside looking in. And so this one has major implications at both ends of the table. So go and smash up the likes. Subscribe if you're new. It'd be an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to the channel. Hype it up if you got any of those points left this week. And I want to know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Does West Ham have something at Anfield today? Holy crap, Ola, it's actually not raining. I didn't know that was a thing in England. It's actually not raining at the moment, and we're off, people. Off and running at Anfield. For me, I am hoping to see the Tottenham hot shit go down. And so we are cheering for West Hammers today. And here we go. I didn't hear the full record there for West Ham against Liverpool here at Anfield, but it sounded pretty horrible. Sounded pretty horrible. But West Ham on the ball here 30 seconds in. And I'm thinking that Liverpool's form will continue. And the only way to beat them is when you get on top in the game, as every team that's played them recently has had a spell in all these games. Then I expect that. Oh my God, that's a crazy stat. West Ham United, 44% of their points in this season have come in the last 6 games. Resurgent. Resurgent is the word. Hopeful is the word. Can they survive the drop? They got to do their part to put Spurs down. They got to do their part today to put Spurs down. A point for West Ham would absolutely do. Point for the Hammers would absolutely do. And so they'll be up for it. They, of all the teams down at the bottom for me, have looked like the team that wants to battle, that's got the spirit, that's got the fight, that's got the guile to perhaps do what they can to stay up. They are in the worst spot, however. Liverpool have won an eye here with Mo Salad Bowl into the channel for Sopley Sly. Does not get to the Hungarian Gerrard. And Liverpool's first chance goes begging. West Ham looking like they're committed to playing it out of the back here. And as soon as I say that, it's a long ball. Well won by Castellanos. Down 4. Somerville who gives it away. Not what you want to see. Here's Joe Gomez starting in the right back position today. Very smart. Arne Slot must have heard my short from the middle of the week. Make sure you're checking that out. He must have heard it when I said that Liverpool's midfield's about to implode because they keep doing the Curtis Jones sloppy sly rotation right back madness. They've moved away from that today. And Szoboszlai can be very, very effective in that midfield where he gets to stay as Joe Gomez is in the right-sided back. And so it'll be a bit more comfortable, a bit more natural, especially with Ekitike being the front man, the number 9, so to speak. And Gakpo more natural winger as well. Yes, so it's natural positions for Liverpool. I think that'll suit them. I think that'll definitely suit them. And they definitely heard my shout during the week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shameless. They definitely listened to what I said, and Slot's like, oh, he's right. We don't want our midfield to implode. And so he's put Joe Gomez in the right back position. All right, Liverpool here with a chance to possess. See if they can unlock the defense. It's good work between Kirkez and Eki TikTok. They'll win the corner kick. Come on, West Ham. Probably going to be a lot of this. It's going to be a melee, a scrum, a fight there in the box for this corner kick. It's going to be an in-swinger from Szoboszlai. Here comes. Diouf able to clear. Gakpo heads it back into the mix. Back out. It's Gravenberch, rather. Eki TikTok on the outside, and he's going to put it home. That's horrendous from the goalkeeper. Is this for real? That's so bad from the goalkeeper. Absolutely horrendous. How have you been beaten on your near post? Very poor. Very poor. How have you been beaten on the near post, bro beans? How? Yeah, that's horrible. It's a nightmare start. It's a nightmare start for the Hammers. Oh, wow. This is absolutely terrible from the goalkeeper. That's absolutely horrendous from the goalkeeper. How do you not have your covered? That is bad. Does take a little deflection. Wow. Could not have come up with a worse start for the Hammers. Horrendous start for the Hammers. Well, that'll change things. Or will it? They're going to have to, really going to have to work to get back into this one. And maybe West Ham's strategy of looking to stay in the game for a long time and then try to bring on the pressure is now going to have to change to absolutely press high, try to work, try to win it high. We'll see. We'll see what they do. It's a really bad spot. Oh, that's a good look from Diouf. Around the corner once again. Castellanos pressing. Trying to put Konate under pressure here. Got to go for it. Absolutely have to go for it. And now Liverpool can play very comfortably, keep possession, try to play through the lines. They don't have to hit it long. And Liverpool have found the quality early in this one. It's not necessarily, I mean, honestly, that was a bit of a scrappy goal. Like TikTok gets a good contact on it, and then it kind of, I mean, I still fault the goalkeeper. What's he doing there? Yeah, it takes a deflection, but you just can't get beat like that on the near post. Maybe if he's a yard to the right a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I'm being mean. Maybe I'm being mean. Long throw-in opportunity here for the Hammers. They don't take it. They go short just to get the cross in. It's not past Van Dijk. Van Dijk's been very much improved this season. Perhaps this calendar year might be a good time where he's definitely improved. Even before that, I'd say. Van Dijk's definitely a good player. Ooh, Gravenberch just into the middle. Picked up here. West Ham are going to have to play really quick. Wan-Bissaka into the channel. Attempted cross. Can they go for a long throw this time? Nope. Here's Jared Bowen. Combining. Kirkes does well. He's going to concede a corner kick, however. Looking for the foul against Souček. The man that, of course, Asif has identified as a danger man in that midfield. Yeah, Kirkes doesn't. He just falls down. Kirkes straight up just falls down. Let's see if we can't mess with Asif in the middle of the game. Another corner? Nope, goal kick. Said sun shining down on the Reds so far. Has England seen this kind of sun in this calendar year yet? Let's see what Asif, my man, from the panel, the Liverpool fan, of course, says. Ball in from Somerville as West Ham look to respond. Goes to the byline, and Joe Gomez will concede the corner kick. Another opportunity here for West Ham to get the big men forward. I think Liverpool are going to benefit very, very much so from having Joe Gomez in the lineup today as opposed to the double midfield switch. And here's an in-swinger from this side for the first time today. Ooh, it's a good ball. Hung underneath the bar there. Oof. Once again goes begging for West Ham. Ooh. But it was chaos in there. Definitely chaos in there. Liverpool have to be aware. West Ham just keeping them honest on the set piece. West Ham pressing well. They're going to have to press high like this. Definitely going to have to press high like this to get back into it. Joe Gomez trying to find Hugo Ekitike, falls for Salah. Anyway, one away will do. Here's Mikhail Sabazalai. Oh, that's great work to Gravenberch, who just elects to keep it. And Katike pops up out wide here. In for Gakpo. Oof. The gap closed very quick. That's a good touch inside from Gravenberch. Wide for Salah. First time chip. Gravenberch ends up going through Fernandez as he tries to clear. It's not. It goes over him. Yeah, it goes right over the top of his back. And I kind of agree with the commentator there. Like, Gravenberch was the one that went for the ball, and Fernandez didn't necessarily go for it. Didn't really look at it. Interesting one that. Maybe a bit lucky, West Ham. Maybe a bit lucky are the Hammers. Long ball, they got to win second ones here. Souček is up. It's good work from Konate. Oh, that's a good win in the midfield. Somerville through the lines. Oh, he's played it right to Kirkes. Good looking idea, though. They got to do that more often, West Ham. Salah's on the charge here. 1v1 in the box. Goes past him to the line. No, that's good D from Axel Disaster. And he knows it, too, with the fist pump. Gets caught underneath it, does the former Chelsea man. It's going to be an in-swinger from Mo Salah this time. Liverpool with the corner. Corner bet looking good early in the game. I think this is 3 or 4 corners already. Here it comes. Now Somerville can look to break. That's well done. Is he going to get past Sabazalai? He is. He's got speed, does Somerville. Oh, that's a great touch to the outside. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Oh, man. I didn't think Somerville even looked to the other side, but it was fantastic awareness, knowing that his man was coming in. That's well done from Asensio Somerville, who's definitely full of confidence at the moment. Souček fouls, complains. No legs to stand on, says the referee. Liverpool looking to calm things down a little bit after the break. Konate gives it away. It's a good ball through the lines. Fernandez into the space. That's a good touch. Oh, and then a bad one. And then a very poor one. Oh, that's a good stuff from Disaster. Doof inside for Fernandez into the space. West Ham with a chance to play through the lines and possess through the structure, through the formation. It's wide here for Bowen. Needs to get more involved. Needs to get far more involved, does Mr. Terry Flewers look-alike. All the way back here. Fernandez splits the center backs. Good ball through the lines. Ooh, you just got to get that second touch right, though. A floater from Allison. Who's going to win the second ball? Bring it down. Oh, wow. It's a great touch from Fernandez off the chest to the other side. Wan-Bissaka space to cross. He does so. It's in. Asensio keeping it alive. That's going to be... Oh, he calls it. It says it's fair challenge. It looked pretty intense. Woo! Like a TikTok almost around his man. West Ham can come again. And this is a little bit of sustained pressure that they need to capitalize on here. There you go. Jared Bowen gets the cross. Far too close to Allison. Of course, no one running in, though. Castellanos and Bowen need to figure out the link up. They absolutely need to figure out the link up. Hui! That's great work. Oh, my. Wow. Very poor. After a fantastic win by Mbagisa in the middle there. Looking for a run that nobody else was making. We've all been there. Unfortunately, they got to figure it out. The connection with Castellanos, it's been a challenge and an issue for many teams with a new forward this season. It's like his 8th game or something, 8th or 9th game, Castellanos. So I think he's a good player from Lazio. He's immediately won the shirt. It's a good turn from Gravenberch. This is Kirkes wide. Denies the cross. Sloppy Sly. And Gravenberch again. Liverpool kind of settling into what they normally do in the last few weeks. And here's Joe Gomez with the run underneath. All breaks down and comes back here for Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Here's Gakpo. It's going to go at Wan-Bissaka. Ooh. Space. Gravenberch shot. A save that needed to be made. Doof can put it anywhere will do. Anywhere will do down the line there. Needed to make the save. I think this goal for Liverpool is kind of, I don't know, maybe came too early because they're very, very comfortable and they're acting like it. Just need to stay alert. This is better. Down the line here. Referee says play on. Gakpo actually does well there. The break would have been on if that gets past him. It's actually a good rip from Gravenberch. Hermanson definitely had to get there. Did so well. One long from Wan-Bissaka. 20th minute, Diogo Jota remembrance rings around Anfield. Castellanos looking around like, are we going to press or what? He actually threw his arms up there. He's like, what are we doing? West Ham certainly should not write this one off. It's still there. It's so early. And maybe the game plan doesn't change for West Ham. Just stay in it and look to counter. Liverpool are still committing lots of men forward. That's a great pass to Somerville. Wow, it's a good idea. The pass allowed Liverpool to get back. Here's Doof. First time cross. Bowen! Oof. That's better from West Ham, though. Better from West Ham. Good ball. Through the lines. TikTok can find some space here. Pushing forward. Still going. Oh, ends up being good D by Fernandez. The Frenchman doing a bit too much, but Gakpo can come again. Tries to find the byline for the cross. Wins the corner. It's been a pretty good 20 minutes here from Liverpool. Typical, you would say, but they have found the quality earlier than they normally do. They've been leaving it late of late. Corner here for Liverpool, all the big man to come up. Sabazalai. And here comes the in-swinger. Hey! And it'll be another corner kick. And we'll do this once more. Here it comes. In-swinger. Away from Bowen. And we'll go once again. Quarterback's definitely on 7 corners already. 20 minutes in. Deuce, deuce, cornrows. Here it comes. Ball across. There it is. Virgil van Dijk off the corner, and West Ham is in a lot of trouble. The West Hammers in a whole bunch of trouble. And West Ham just not at it. Just not at it defensively. Not what you expect from a relegation battler. Not what you're expecting. Ooh, that's a fantastic goal from the big man. Great goal from Virgil van Disney. 2-0 Liverpool. And now you got to say, oh, here we go. What? That would be the craziest thing of all time if they took this goal away. That would be the one of the worst VAR calls you've ever seen if they take this away. All right, I was about to say. It was even dumb to check that one. That was a good goal. And we're rolling again. West Ham in all kinds of trouble. Mucho peligro. They're going to have to start bringing the second team to this game here in a minute. Nuno chewing that gum. It's not good. Not good. Here's Doof wide. Little chip. What? Oh, Castellanos battling well. No way that's a handball. Wow. All right, Liverpool. And now Liverpool as comfortable as they could possibly be here. Very, very comfortable. And it puts the pressure on. Well, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, aren't I? West Ham just. West Ham need to wake the F up. Or else it's going to be a very long day for them. Because they still got an hour left in this one. Here's Gomez. I think it's helped Liverpool very, very well. Not for nothing, but you can see it on the score sheet. Having old Sloppy Sly in the midfield is and not having to cover behind is absolutely massive for Liverpool. Ooh, ball over through the lines. McAllister. Mavropanos does well. Fernandez into Hartley there. Whoop! And Gomez. Ooh. Somerville almost able to win it off of him there. That can't be interference from Gomez because the goalkeeper's the one pushing him. No one on the back post. Amateur defending from West Ham. And yeah. That's the kind of defending that has West Ham in 17th, 16th, whatever place they're in. It's not good for them down there at the bottom. But as I fully expect, all of their Wolves isn't really a rival, is it? Shot from Gakpo. Liverpool already just having fun, just enjoying life. Hey! Was that hit at TikTok? Wow, he's put it wide. How has he not scored here? Oh, it's hit his hand, hasn't it? It didn't actually hit his head. That's how. Yeah. It's probably a foul, too. Most likely a foul. Most likely a foul on that one. But well done. Here's Somerville. He's going to go at Van Dijk. He's got 3 for company. Does so well to get past him. Oh! He's tackled his own man. Wow, what in the hell just happened here? Oh, Somerville tackles Castellanos. And then Allison tries to give the ball to Bowen. That was almost a capitulation there. That was almost a capitulation right there. Holy crap-a-molies. Here comes Joe Gomez. Marauding down the right. Early cross for Salah. Lets it go for McAllister. Oh, he should have gone quicker. Should have gone way quicker there. Absolutely should have gone way quicker there to the wing. Gakpo coming all the way back here to get involved. Gravenberch. Now for Salah. It's been quiet. Cuts to the left. Nice block from Gravenberch. Somerville will win it and get hacked down by Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo. Somerville probably been the brightest for the Hammers, and they absolutely have to score before this halftime whistle. Commentator says West Ham haven't played badly. They haven't defended well. That's part of playing poorly or well, and they haven't defended well. Kirk is in all kinds of space on the left. Goes for the cross to the back post. Diouf calmly down for Hermanson and asking for it again, and he's pissed he hasn't gotten it. Oh, and now he's going to get it when the break has lost momentum. Here's Mbagisa. That's a great ball to find Wan-Bissaka. Ball across. Castellanos diving like Michael Phelps. Give him a yellow. Referee, give him a yellow. See, and this is the exact situation that I've been talking about. When there's a penalty check and it's a clear and obvious dive, you should be able to give retroactive yellow cards. That's a clear dive. Look at this. Like the dead fish celebration on FIFA couldn't be better for a dive. Like that was, see, he should get a yellow, Castellanos, for just throwing himself to the ground, and that shit would stop. I'm probably not going to stop saying that. I think that should be a thing, and I'm probably not going to stop mentioning it until I don't know if it ever will be, because it opens the door for retroactive yellows in other areas of the pitch as well. But nothing's ever perfect, is it? Here's Wan-Bissaka. West Ham got to figure something out. Get Jared Bowen in the game. Got to do it. The problem is, like, who is the creator? Your midfield is Souček and Begisa and Mateus Fernandez. Like, who's going to create in that midfield? So it's like Salah out muscling Doof for the ball there. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really any creation in possession. What they try to do, they just need to hit it long and win second balls. That's legitimately what needs to happen. The problem is they need to push Castellanos back and have Souček up higher if that's how they're going to do it when they're in possession. But it's going to make Souček run his socks off. But otherwise, like, what's the deal? What's the strategy? Because there's no one in there to create in build-up. I mean, I guess Fernandez. I guess that's who they're looking to do it. He's the one coming back to get the ball. Souček is the farthest central midfielder forward. Here's Mbagisa. That's a good turn past. Or no, it's Magassa. I'm sorry. I've been saying it wrong. Here's Doof. Is he going to win a corner or is it a throw? Long throw opportunity, perhaps, for West Ham. Have not taken a single opportunity for the long throws. Perhaps the height of Konate, Van Dijk make it not such an appealing prospect. Good ball into the channel. Tree trunk Souček cannot get a foot on it. And this might be the most comfortable first half Liverpool have played all season long. Oh, he's giving it away, has Gravenberch, and that's the first touch of a Somerville. Doesn't get the shot away. 3 or 4 bodies. This is very bad from Gravenberch. Very bad from Jared Bowen. It's a very bad touch from Jared Bowen. If he goes back inside and hits that left foot really quickly, it's a goal. 3 guys diving in the way of the shot from Somerville. But I think Jared Bowen needs to do so much better there. And Liverpool, like I say, so comfortable that it's complacent. I get it. Here's Jared Bowen. Ball across. Souček. Konate hacks it clear. Doesn't get far, though. It's going to with Gakpo. On the break. Breaks into the channel. Tick-tock will get there. He's going to keep it going. Now the cross. It's going to be headed away. Just out of reach from Mo Salah. But Jared Bowen needs to do better. Not on this one. He does well to get the cross in versus Gakpo and Kirkes. But earlier, when Gravenberch gives him the ball, he needs to cut inside and hit it with his left foot. In-swinger from Mo Salah. They scored on the last corner. Here it comes. Hermanson going up over everybody. Sloppy slide. Really hustling and harrying Somerville there. Magassa does well, and Doof's going to hit one to the other side. That's great control from Wan-Bissaka. Into the space. Give him! Going very well wide here for Bowen. It's still in there. Oh, that's a very important touch. Very important touch. And a tiny wee bit complacent from the Reds, giving West Ham a little bit of joy on the break here. And the deflection off of Kirk's fortune for Liverpool, and they can come again with Gakpo. Fernandez on the defense. Overlap Kirk's byline. Back across. McAllister penalty spot. Wan-Bissaka. Disasi does well to get in the way. Does very, very well to get in the way. Allison will sprint all the way to half field to collect it. Little back and forth. Konate in to the channel. All the way back for Hermanson. It's great work down the left-hand side from Liverpool, but this has definitely been the best 45 minutes I've seen from Liverpool in a few games. Yes, their opposition is poor, but they've played well. They've done what they've needed to so far today. Oh, come on. I think the referees are calling for the medical team way too much these days. It's a definite foul. And then he just holds his face. This guy, come on. See, this is bullshit. Now you got to make him go off. You got to make him go off, man. They will. They'll definitely make him go off, but this is why some players like, man, you're faking. They get upset. Yeah, he slammed his face or whatever, but come on, dude. Grown men aren't playing this game anymore. That's so poor from the goalkeeper. Every time I see that first goal. And then the goalkeeper again, really, he's trying to push Joe Gomez out of the way. And he doesn't have anybody staying on the back post. I mean, both of them are kind of on the West Ham goalkeeper for me. Here's Somerville. There's been space in the middle of the park for Fernandez on a couple of occasions. Ball back in. Castellanos trying to get up over Konate. Never going to happen. Wan-Bissaka doing well. Oh, ball just bounces off of Bowen. Wan-Bissaka does well again, and it goes all the way back out of bounds from Tommy Soucek. Who wants the foul? But, bro, you're bigger than everybody. You're definitely not getting that one. West Ham might be finishing better than they've started, but they're going to have to find a lot more quality from somewhere. And I just think, I get it. The way they set up is not meant for them to possess and play through the lines and pass through the lines and that kind of play. Oh, here we go. Good interception. And again, Liverpool do just enough. Mo Salah versus Magassa. 1v1. Cuts inside. Who could have guessed? Sabazalai back for a TikTok. Ooh, and he almost put it to bed. Mavropanos absolutely putting it on the line to keep it from being 3. This is so well done from Sabazalai. So well done from the Hungarian. Fakes the shot. Oh! Yeah, I think Liverpool have played very, very well. Very, very well. And it's another corner. Here is Mr. Salad Bowl. Here it comes. TikTok keeps it alive. Wow. And McAllister puts it in, and there you go. Game, set, match. West Ham sunk. And it pretty much could not go any better for Liverpool in this one. Could not be going any better for Liverpool. I myself am questioning why I didn't do the Everton game instead. Here it has us questioning why we're not doing the Everton game instead. What if I switched at halftime? Should I switch it all at halftime and just go do the other game? What? That's not the one. Oh, West Ham are done. West Ham are sunk. They are beat. There's no way they're not beat. We might switch the stream mid flip and go. I don't know. It took me a while. It took me a while to make the thumbnail. And the Hammers in lots and lots of trouble. The Hammer's in a whole lot of trouble. It's going to be a foul. Going to be a card for Magassa. Well, this got out of Ham really fast. Hand. Yeah, West Ham are in a whole boatload of trouble here. And it's not even halftime. We're into 4 minutes of stoppage time here. Hermanson comes for it. It's still in there. Gomez! Seriously, if Gomez scores, homie has never scored. Ever. That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Yeah, West Ham in trouble. West Ham absolutely in trouble here. It's not good. Because they could be on the end of a beating. They could be on the end of an absolute beating here. Another in-swinger. Mavropanos gets it away twice. Holy crapola. It's also a massacre at Brent. It's also a massacre at Turf Moor. The Bees up 3-0. Souček. Somerville under lots of pressure. Magassa's just going to rip one long. He does find Wan-Bissaka in some space. Here's Jared Bowen. It's a great win by Gravenberch. Terrible call by the referee. Terrible call by the referee. West Ham is get lucky there, I would say. West Ham get lucky there, I would say, but they are languishing. And down goes Szoboszlai. Like a sack of mashed potatoes. But yeah, this just got way out of hand really, really fast. And oh my God, come on, guys. Are you grown ass men or are you little girls? Well, at some point we'll take this free kick. And if West Ham are going to have literally any chance at all, it'll have to be right here. You're going to have to score one right the flip here. Here it comes from Fernandez. I didn't even see anything, and the referee's called a foul. He is terrible. We have mentioned that. We also expected that, so it's not news. That's not like a groundbreaking revelation that the referee is shit. The commentators think it's been a strange first half. I think Liverpool have just brought the quality, and West Ham have not. You know, that's how Liverpool have been, quality in moments, and they've just had far more moments today. And I think the early goal might be clouding the commentator's judgment because the early goal brought a comfort and almost a complacency right from the rip. And it's 3-0 at halftime, and West Ham are in a lot of trouble. Lots and lots of trouble. But as I suspected, as I expected, all of their relegation rivals are also probably going to lose. Burnley getting smoked at halftime themselves, 3-0. Wolves we're not really worried about. But Forest have a difficult tie. Palace have to go to Old Trafford. And Spurs are at Craven Cottage. And of course, Leeds play Manchester City. So, yeah. Luckily for West Ham, all of their rivals might be getting smoked too. Who are Forest actually playing? Forest might actually have an opportunity. Let's see who Forest are playing. Let's just see who Forest got this weekend. At Brighton. That is absolutely massive. That is an absolutely massive game for Nottingham Forest. Holy crapola. That's a big one. That's a very, very big one because not only if they get the points, if they can win that game, they will distance themselves, put 5 points between themselves and West Ham, and it'll pull Brighton back down a little bit as well, who have been kind of the best of the worst this season at the moment. You know, they are just above Palace and Spurs at the moment. And so could get dragged back down into some jeopardy. I doubt very seriously they will be. But more importantly, Forest can, with a win, put themselves 5 clear of West Ham, go above Spurs, supposing Fulham beat them. And so I think so far what I expected from the weekend, obviously no one expected Wolves to beat Villa, but Wolves are down, so I'm not really worried about that unless they pull off the absolute greatest, most miraculous escape there's ever been in the history of the Premier League. Not likely. So we're not necessarily worried about them at the moment. But yeah, I think it'll be, luckily for West Ham. The only thing about my hope of Spurs going down is that West Ham's fixtures are nightmarish. Nightmarish. Like so bad. They're so bad, West Ham's fixtures. And Spurs, not so much. At least not that bad. West Ham still have to play everybody. I do think they get another shot at Spurs. I think so. But they also have to play City, United, or not United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal. It's not a good run. It's not a good run for West Ham before the end of the season. I think of the bottom 5 that we're discussing, they have the worst run. And getting smashed at Anfield, while was never out of the question, was certainly not on the docket for Nuno. And it's really just been poor defending. No one on the back post for the second goal. Horrendous from the goalkeeper on the first goal. Wan-Bissaka unable to get in the way of the shot on the third, even though he was on the post that time at least. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, people, I will be right back. Thank you so much for being here. That's right. Here, it's halftime, and I really appreciate you being here from the bottom of my heart. It really does help the channel. So go ahead and smash up the like button. Of course, you already know the drill. Hype it up if you got any left. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It would be my pleasure to welcome you to the community, of course. And as always, let me know what you're thinking about this one in the comments section down below. Finally!
The Chiefs is saying, and what you've said for weeks about Man United, why don't they play countering attacking football? And then they did it, and they won. And what's City not good at? Defending counter-attacking football.
Mikel Arteta, you sir. Midfield a few times. Like people like hammering down the door. Like I'm trying to work it through here in my mind, and I can't figure out what's made him so afraid. All right, people. Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you think the managers should do to influence this game. Do we need more of the same? Do we need wholesale changes? Or maybe just a couple of little tweaks? Of course, thanks for being here. I want to know your opinion. All right, people, we are back. And of course, Liverpool absolutely dominant. And I guess I will agree with the commentators a little bit that they're not like, they haven't had to work really hard to get this. West Ham have been very poor. They are very poor in general. But Everton beating Newcastle at St. James's Park at halftime is definitely the eyebrow raiser of this particular match window. Brentford, of course, smashing Burnley at Turf Moor. Another not necessarily unexpected scoreline. I imagine Thiago has one, maybe two of those goals. Didn't look. But, yeah. Definitely not the warm up for the hate along later on today that we're obviously going to be locked in. I need Leeds to really step up today. I really need Leeds to step up and continue their good record under the lights at Elland Road. It's definitely been a very, very good run for them. But to take points from this Manchester City team and Pep Guardiola in a run-in in a title challenge in a title race. Man City quietly have won 7 of 8 matches. And I'm pretty sure that was not a loss. It was a draw. If memory serves me right. And so they're definitely in the mood, in the groove. But I think Leeds United are a fantastic side. I think Mr. Darka has done very, very well to implement his tactics. They are very comfortable in what they do. It's very consistent. And it's going to come down to winning second balls. It's going to come down to the battle with Haaland and whoever's underneath him. It's going to come down to being able to break the high line. Runs from deep, break high lines. And I really wish they wouldn't show Frankie Lampard's highlight reel here on the halftime show. This is twice in a row. Had a look at the Sunderland-Bournemouth game this morning and happened to tune in right before halftime and got to see this. Nah, Lampard's a legend. He really is. Obviously not my favorite player that's ever graced the Premier League, but legend. Got to give it up. That's for sure. But that'll never mean that I enjoy watching him score goals in a Chelsea shirt. Watching William Gallas talk about him, that's never fun either. But of course, the Chelsea-Arsenal highway has been much used since those days in both directions, unfortunately. How many players have started at Arsenal and then gone to Chelsea? In recent times, a number have come from Chelsea to Arsenal. Of course, there's the most infamous one, the first one that I really remember. That was really like a big one in my lifetime, of course, I should say, to qualify that. I'm sure there's other things that predate me that I'm ignorant of. But I don't really remember after Ashley Cole. Arsenal to Leeds, to Chelsea. Maybe Giroud. But was that a straight route? Did Giroud go straight to Chelsea? I don't remember. Fabregas, he didn't go straight there either. He went to Barca first. I don't know. I do not know. But hopefully Mr. Kai Havertz will have something to say about the old squad tomorrow. We're going to need all the help we can get in the run-in. That's for sure. We got a busy 3 weeks. A very busy 3 weeks of football to play. Of course, we're in the middle of match week 28. And not 3 days. Yeah, Arsenal play again on Wednesday versus Brighton. And then it's FA Cup at the weekend. Lucky draws so far this year. Very lucky draws for Arsenal in the FA Cup and Champions League. So we'll get to rotate against Mansfield. And then after that, I'm pretty sure it's the first leg versus Leverkusen in Germany. So we'll definitely be rotating versus Mansfield. And then I think it's Everton. I think we have Everton in between the Champions League games. And that'll be difficult at home for sure. That will be difficult at home. And then, of course, the second leg, and then it's Man City at Wembley for a trophy. That's really soon. That's legit 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away. Lots to play beforehand. As the Liverpool contingent make their way back out. And West Ham are just going to have to throw everything at it. I mean, do they just sit in and not try to give another goal? Fucking, like stem the bleeding, damage control, don't give more goals? Is that what we're going to have to see here? Or, I mean, are they going to go for it? Try to get back into it, try to help the goal difference, because that could be important. Could be very important come the end of the season. And I have zero faith, zero belief, zero hope that West Ham are going to do anything at all in this one. But they will kick us back off in the second half. The side's unchanged so far in personnel. And here we go. We're off again at Anfield. Are West Ham going to get punched up even more? Or will they actually make this interesting? Kirk is immediately under pressure. Screams at the referee immediately as well. And we shall see. We shall see what West Ham can conjure. I doubt it's much. Nuno probably shouted himself hoarse. Probably had to replace that gum. Probably had to replace that gum. And Liverpool, unless they just get crazy complacent, you just have fun. Just enjoy yourselves out there. Try not to get hurt. Eki TikTok getting the applause from the crowd. Ooh, Joe Gomez doing well. Sabazalai will pick it up. Does not win the throw. Joe Gomez wins it back, though. Likewise, not winning that throw. And it's going to have to be the maddest, craziest, most urgent energy from West Ham to get back into this game. They need a goal quick, fast, and in a hurry. Bowen coming all the way back to help with the defense. Can Castellanos win it off Konate? He does. So then from the forward, he looks to have some energy and some urgency at least. Referee not a fan of where he's taking the throw in from. However, man's got main character syndrome almost as bad as Michael Oliver. And Liverpool don't change a thing, really. Don't really change a thing. Ball in the channel for Jared Bowen. Kirkaz retreating. Playing too slow, homie. He goes around him, though. Tries to win a foul. Van Dijk does very well to win that. So does Hugo Ekitike, doing very well. Oh, he gives it up, though. Jared Bowen keeps it. West Ham already playing too slow. That's a good ball. Fortunate to get it to Jared Bowen wide. Waiting for the overlap from Fernandez. Here comes the early cross. Konate only as far. Oh, there it is, Suchek! And that is immediately what West Ham needed. Immediately. Literally the only thing that could have happened. And you have to say the clearing header from Konate is very poor. Diouf strikes, takes full advantage. And Konate, yeah, doesn't do it well. Nobody marks Souček. First time. Great work from West Ham, and that is 100% the literal only thing they could have. Not what they needed, it's what they had to have. Like it was the only option to make this one interesting. Game on. No, come on. What could be wrong with this? There was no offsides. What could be offsides? Oh my God. Are we doing this really? Are we really doing this? It's not close. He's on. Yeah. All right. West Ham thought they had played it, I guess. I don't know what's going on now, but West Ham definitely at it. That's definitely what West Ham needed. And this will be the bottle of all meltdowns, of all bottle jobs, as they say across the pond, if Liverpool give this up. But West Ham are ready to go. And that's exactly what this game needed. Game on. West Ham got the energy. Who's going to win it? Who's going to win the second ball? It's down for Kirkez here. Trying to get into the channel for Sloppy Sly. He's giving it to Magassa. It's a good step from McAllister. No foul. Souček does well. It's actually Liverpool ball. That's definitely off of Bowen. Referee didn't see it, so he's given the throw to the Hammers. And that might just spice things up here. Gotta win it. Ooh, that's not a good touch from Mavropanos. Gravenberch trying to find the ball through. Hugo Ekitike had stopped running. Hermanson in a hurry, as you might expect. Oh, wow. Konate does very well there. He was definitely under attack from two. And he's won the throw. That's very, very well from Konate. That's very good work from Ibrahima Konate there. Down the line. Tick-tock fouls, disaster. Yep. Absolutely. Right call. You're 4 yards in front of the AR. And the assault rifle gets it right. Assistant referee gets it right. Here is Hermanson. Picks out Wan-Bissaka very well there, who just gives it right back to Gravenberch. Ekitike in space. Ball to the back post. Oh, it's not good enough. Too far behind the Hungarian Gerrard. Now we got McAllister. Kirkez, chance for Liverpool to just hold on to it. Deaden any momentum West Ham may have thought they could have. And here's Sabazalai into the channel. Finds Ekitike. They're looking to the other side. Here's Gomez for Salah. Dancing. Jinky. Back. Gomez with a good touch. McAllister in some space. West Ham does well. It's good D to keep the cross from coming in. And the R is on the field again. R. What? So let's all wait for Hugo to get his tiny little piece of cardboard back in his socks. Are there not regulations on the size of shin guards anymore? Because his were like this big, and he's put in, they're not covering anything. Ooh, oh my God. I thought Gakpo had won the game there. I thought Gakpo had ended it all, and he's absolutely whiffed it. How has he not scored? He's by himself. How has he not scored? He's absolutely by himself. Wan-Bissaka doesn't expect it to go past anyone, and he's absolutely shanked it. He shanked it to Mars. Oh my goodness. He's hit some poor lady in the face. Holy crap, bro. You got, wow. Wow. And hopefully that'll come back to bite him in the ass. Oh, West Ham have given it away. Hugo Ekitike. That's a good step from Mavropanos. Very, very good step from Mavropanos. Crowd screaming for a penalty. No way. Here comes Diouf back the other way. Passes it right at Gomez, who will give it back to him. Souček in the center. Got to play quick. That's going to be a yellow card for Gakpo. Eki TikTok still asking for it. It's a poor touch. It's a dive. This right here is a perfect example of a retroactive yellow for diving. No one's touched him, and he just falls on the ground. So that is 100% a yellow. Clear, obvious dive. Bro beans. It's not even close to a penalty. No way. West Ham can dunk it in here. Big man or forward. Here it comes. That's a foul. That's definitely a foul. Into the back of Thomas Souček. That's crazy. Wow. That was wow. Gakpo lucky to get away with that one. Ball around the corner for Wan-Bissaka. Allison comes all the way out. It's a battle in that midfield. Who's going to win it? Magassa does so well here. Oh, the ball through for Somerville was there. It was there to be had. West Ham definitely bringing the energy. Liverpool, not exactly what you'd call comfortable. That's a good run through for Magassa. Ball gets to Diouf. Early cross is absolutely horrendous from the left back. I don't know why production's spending so much time on the Gakpo yellow card. It's very clear. West Ham looking to press high. Make Allison hit it long. They've done well. Now you win the second ball. They've won the first. Can Somerville get there? He will. And he's going to win a foul. Referee is out of his mind. It's a West Ham throw. Is this Bowen? No, Bowen's here. 1v1 with Kirkes. It's chipped. Not good enough. Too much on it for Castellanos. Jared Bowen's not been in it a lot. Not really been at his best. They're offsides on the back post anyway. And if any Liverpool fans thought they were going to go on and score 9 goals, it certainly hasn't looked that way. First 15 here, it's been West Ham putting the pressure on. And Liverpool are looking just to game manage, just looking to keep him at arm's length. We'll see. We'll see. Good touch from Konate. Chips it for Sloppy Sly. That's well worked from the Reds. And Kirkes gives it right back to Bowen. And they swarm. They'll come away with it. Oh, that's terrible from McAllister. Then hacks him down. It's got to be a yellow. That's definitely a yellow card. I mean, he makes the poor pass, and then he dives in and hacks Homie down. It's definitely a yellow card on McAllister here. Yeah, and then he misses the challenge. That's a yellow. No way. He's trying to get the ref, or he's trying to get Homie booked. He needs to get up and get on with it. Needs to get up and get on with it, man. Half an hour to play. West Ham definitely made it more of a game already than we were expecting. That's for sure. Hermanson not able to get it past Gomez for Somerville. Gravenberch and Szoboszlai combining with Salah. It's a great pass for Gravenberch. On he goes. Here's Ekitike. Kirkes goes to the byline. Had to hesitate to stay on sides. And Diouf hooks it clear. Van Dijk up. Important header from McAllister. It's a battle between Bissaka and Ekitike. West Ham come down with it. Magassa will find Castellanos. Puts it back into the channel. Allison comes all the way out. Does well, but Van Dijk's going to put his team under pressure again. Can they press together? They have caused the turnover. Here's Jared Bowen. Oh, he's been shit. Jared Bowen's been shit today. He's been absolute shit today. All that work they just did to win the ball high, and now with a very poor pass, he's just giving it away. So too is Kirkes. Can Diouf get to this before Konate? He's certainly at least caused the throw in. Quickly, Somerville in for Souček. Now Somerville again. Is he going to go past Konate? He is. Tries to go past Gomez. Causes a corner kick. And Somerville's probably been West Ham's best player. Jared Bowen needs to get his head out of his ass. I can tell you that much. Jared Bowen needs to get his head from inside of his hindquarters. Slot looks somewhat concerned. If this goes in here, I mean, corner bet's already won. Already won the corner bet. This is the 11th corner of the game. If West Ham can get this one in here to the back post, it's up. Away from Van Dijk. Here's Fernandez. Salah making him go the opposite direction. Here's Diouf. He'll get the cross back in. Disaster's up there is not going to challenge Allison for that. Knows he's never going to win it. Here's Sloppy Sly in some space. It's a good out by Salah, Allison. Gomez with the cross. Hermanson can come. Does well. Here's Magassa. I think they're a little lucky there. McAllister and Szoboszlai doing well to press high. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Bowen, Bissaka. Crowd is a wee bit quiet. Wee bit quiet. Not feeling comfy. As you would expect. And if there's to be another goal in this game, it'll be very important for West Ham to get it. Liverpool unwilling to press Hermanson, and it's interesting how far out he came knowing that they are unwilling to press him. Very interesting. Bowen does well. Here's Somerville going right at the heart of the defense. Wide for Doof. Oh, what are you doing, homie? He's hit it all the way to the other side for Bissaka. Here's Magassa. Tries to get the cross in, not really any bend. Fernandez had Allison at least a wee bit concerned. Here, the long shot. Yeah, Allison's well behind it. Always going to save that. But it's good intent from West Ham. It's good work from the Hammers. And where was this from the beginning of the game, you know? This is the question I'm always left asking is, like, you played so bad in the first half. Was that because of a tactical switch you've done at halftime and now you're better? Like, why not play like that from the beginning? West Ham definitely pressing high. Here's Somerville. McAllister does well. So too Fernandez. Finds, nope, that's a poor pass. Doesn't find anybody. Fernandez slings McAllister down, but Szoboszlai can come the other way. He'll find Salah wide. 1v1 with Doof. Cuts inside. Magassa steps. It's still there for Salah! He's put it over the bar. He's been non-existent today. Most salad bowl. Hasn't had to be amazing. Mo Salah. And hasn't been. Hasn't been terrible, though. There's no need to get onto him. Like, he's been fine. Hasn't been bad. Hasn't been awesome. Hasn't needed to be. Like I say. And West Ham need to get another one on the quick to really keep the pressure on. Mavropanos still working hard. Out to in from Gakpo. Gravenberch goes down really easy there. Goes down really easy there. And I think the initial urgency and pressure from West Ham has kind of just petered out a wee. Just a wee bit. Salah keeps it in. Diouf can clear it down the line, only as far as a throw-in for Konate. And the way it's going, this is exactly what Liverpool want. They don't need to do much. Oi! Don't need to be doing any of that kind of risky stuff. And West Ham can put it into the channel here. Van Dijk. It's a foul. Definite foul on Kirkesh from Castellanos. So getting a little bit nippy, a little bit touchy in there. Of course, Liverpool just trying to manage. West Ham bringing all the urgency. Liverpool just pulling West Ham onto them a little here. And now they hit it long. Wan-Bissaka will go up. Disaster, rather, will win it over Most Salad Bowl. Back to Disaster. Now for Fernandez. Trying to go around the corner for who knows who. And it's back with Liverpool. Some possession, just kind of taking the sting out of West Ham's urgency. Ekitike in the middle. Back out wide. And Somerville makes sure Gomez doesn't get the cross, but at the expense of another corner kick. Just at the expense of another corner kick. And it could be an outswinger. It could be an in-swinger. We are so confused by Sloppy Sly and Salad Bowl over there on the other side. Sloppy Sly walks away. We're going to get an in-swinger from the Egyptian king, the legend, the pharaoh himself. Here it comes. Hermanson pushing people again. He's far too worried about pushing people while the ball is in the air. Kirkes trying to find an angle. Doesn't get past Wan-Bissaka with the cross. West Ham got to push out. Got to push out here. Jared Bowen direct in traffic, but they leave space for McAllister in front of them. Ekitike can face up. Gakpo out wide. Comes into the box. Cuts inside. Goes for a shot, and it's going to go through legs. Get deflected. And that right there, people, will be all she wrote. West Ham got us excited that it might just maybe could possibly be a shock turnaround. And then Liverpool just said, yeah, okay, not. And it's a little unfortunate, you got to say. Little unfortunate. But you can't let Gakpo come in like that. You can't let him get this shot away. You can't give him so much space. Some really lax 1v1 defending. And Liverpool just clench it. That's going to be it right there. And they can just relax for the rest of the game. Just relax for the rest of the game. And now here's Konate with Slappy Sly. Liverpool can just enjoy the rest of their day here. Little flick from Ekitike, obviously feeling confident. Souček runs it down. Nears Bowen. Wan-Bissaka to clear. Castellanos will chase Konate. And then he kicks him. No need for that. No need for that. And it's all over but the crying here, people. I wonder how many West Ham fans are left in that stadium. Probably not a lot. They're certainly known for leaving early. We've seen it on plenty of occasions. And now Liverpool can just sub half the team, keep people healthy. Youth marauding down the left-hand side. He's going to win it again. Here's Somerville in the middle. Makes Allison make a save. Went for the near post. Top bins. Somerville's been good. It's kind of flashed right at him. Has it hit him in the face? Not, I mean, but it's just hit so strong to this near post. That's a great, strong hand from Allison to keep it at 4-1. And here comes the in-swinger from Bowen. It's a good one. Oh, it's there! And there you go, Castellanos. Castellanos on the back post. And back and forth we go here, people. Back and forth we go here, people. It just doesn't feel like it, right? Even with this horrendous defending here, it just doesn't feel like they're actually gonna do it, but that's really poor defending from Liverpool. Really poor defending from the Reds. And maybe there's still belief. Maybe there is still belief. Here comes Adama Traore. It's damn the torpedoes time from Nuno Espirito Santos. And Rio and Frimpong will also be joining the fray here. Rio Nimagoa coming on for Hugo Ekitike. I assume Gakpo will be going all the way forward. Along with Frimpong. All right. And is West Ham going to make it a game? Are they finally going to make it a game? It just doesn't feel like it, even though they're kind of still in it. It just doesn't feel like it unless they get that third like real quick. Liverpool have been so comfortable. They've been so comfortable. West Ham have been slightly better in the second half. But it's just the defending from West Ham has been really bad. Somerville's really worked hard. Too much on it from Szoboszlai. Here's Fernandez. Still on it in the middle. Twisting and turning. He's going to get it wide for Bowen. 1v1 with Kirkes. Beat him. To the byline. Ball across. It's a good clearance. Souček can win it. Goes for the shots. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you very much, my friend. Oh, he slices right across it there. Slices right across it there. Got about 15 minutes left. 15 minutes for West Ham to pull off a miracle. A miracle. They're going to make Allison hit it long. Got to win the second ball here. They'll win the first with disaster, but not the second. It's down for Salah. It's a 4v3. Szoboszlai. Back for Gakpo. He should have left it for Salah. The shot is blocked. But they're still on it here, Liverpool. Salah will just recycle. Frimpong. Just going to try to run past Somerville. No. No. I think this is very unlucky for Somerville because I'm pretty sure this is a dive. Looks like a dive to me. Let's see it from this angle. All right, he catches him on the back of the leg. Not by much, though. Not by much. I think that's very unlucky. I think that's very unlucky from the referee. Very dangerous position now for the Reds to increase the lead once again. You got to think it'll be the Pharaoh, the Egyptian king, to rip one to the back post here. Especially with the positioning of Konate and Van Dijk. He's just going to smash it. That's a massive gap on the back post. Massive gap on the back post. Salah goes near post, however. Hermanson looking to get the break on quickly here, and they've done so with Doof. Somerville's with him. Konate will step in the midfield. Everyone back for Liverpool. Mavropanos can bring it forward now. Here's Wan-Bissaka. Rio gets close. Back into the center now. Swinging it wide. 10 minutes to go. West Ham need another goal quick. Fast and in a hurry. To the back post. It's over, everyone. Frimpong will just hit it right back to Somerville. 1-2 in the box. Shot! Oh, my God. And that could have been it right there. That could have been the third goal. Oh, he's opened the angle so well. He's opened the angle so well. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Somerville, you got to think, should have scored there. Should have scored there. Let off for Liverpool. Let off for Liverpool there. And it's down for Kirkes. Here's Rio cutting into the middle. Does so very well. Gravenberch will take the shot. And it'll go wide. He does get behind it. It's not too far away. You think Hermanson's going to get there. Should it be onside? Bissaka to head it down the line here. I mean, I don't know how that's not a foul, but whatever. We'll play on. Here's McAllister. Behind the line for Gakpo. Oh, he's going to get Frimpong in on the other side. All the way across. And there it is. Frimpong's going to claim it. Frimpong's going to claim it. And that right there, people. Gotta be. That certainly has to be all Giroud at this point. West Ham, of course, have given a better account of themselves in the second half. But the 3-goal lead restored in the end. And you got to say, the deflections have all gone Liverpool's way today. Yeah. This is probably going to be given as an own goal against Somerville. Wow, that's so harsh. Somerville's been West Ham's best player today. Has done everything but the goal. Or is it Disaster? I think it's Axel Disaster that gets the own goal. That's about right. Shaking the head from Nuno. I mean, they finally showed up and they played well in the second half, but they've just can't. Their defense is just so bad. West Ham's defending is just so bad, so unbelievably bad. And now it's just open back and forth. Oh, Szoboszlai needs to do better there. Still working hard, though, Castellanos. And despite the scoreline, it's like this game wasn't even like... It was never close. Even though Liverpool haven't been amazing. And Szoboszlai just kicks out there. Walks right past the referee, not worried about it. He knows what he's done there. A little bit nasty, isn't it? Nah, he's just put his arm into him, and homie's made a meal of it. Still a red, yellow. Still a yellow. And it's been a weird game. You know, you say that Liverpool haven't been amazing, but they've scored 5 goals. It's it's an interesting one. But West Ham defend so poorly that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter one bit. And I think they haven't. I think they've performed. You know, if you count the whole, everything as a whole in the performance, that they've been taking shots. They've been putting pressure on. That's accounted for goals. And well, there you go. And now we're getting kids on the field for debuts and appearances and minutes, etc. Gravenberch coming off to applause. 5 minutes to go. Konate does well, keeps it under the auspices of Asensio Somerville, who's had a good game. It really has. It's tough to say, that a team who's lost 5-2 is anybody's had a good game, but he's probably the only one. Mateus Fernandez has been all right, I guess. The defending has been horrific. The defending's been absolutely horrific. Garcia is making a very deep underlapping run. Elbows homie in the stomach, and no one cares. Rio goes on, tries to toe poke it. No one's got time for Mavropanos laying on the floor. It's looking like kids coming in for West Ham as well. Mavropanos is acting like a wee bit of a pansy here, bro. Wow. Little bit of a candy ass there. Mavropanos just laying on the floor. Dog, your team's losing by 3 goals. Get up. Rio Naldo. Maybe got elbowed in the ribs. A sore one. Probably just embarrassed, tired. They've not been good this season. They have not been good at all this season. Commentator talking about they've played well. Homie, they shipped 5 goals. You can't say that you've played well when your team shipped 5 goals, bro. That is ludicrous. Like, legitimately act a fool ludicrous. And it's definitely all over but the crying at this point. Oof. Mo Salah still working hard. Doof for Fernandez. Fernandez has been involved. He's run a lot. I think Doof's been okay. Here's Bowen, who's not been okay. Now Doof. Somerville. Doof. It's good work. Wins a corner. Wins a corner in the 90th minute. Robbed by the referee. And now these people no one's ever heard of coming on for West Ham. Yeah, when your number is 55th and 63, you definitely know you're youngsters or new. That's for sure. Suchek and Diouf worked hard. Haven't done as much. Conte and Myers. 7 minutes of stoppage time? Why? They're already dead. Why would you do that? We don't need 7 minutes of stoppage time. They're legitimately already dead. Gakpo kicks him in the face. And the disaster is down on the flow. Will West Ham grab another consolation? It's half decent work here in the midfield. Just to be hooked out, just to be thrown out of bounds. Quality not there for the Hammers. Certainly not there for the Hammers. Frimpong going to get on this one and show the Jets. Ball across. Woo! Another one of the substitutes. Niani, if he keeps it down, it would have been a story. Definitely should have scored. Definitely should have scored the youngster. Oy! Frimpong does so well. It's there. Oh, it's there to be had. Mavropanos chips it up and out. And you got to say West Ham have just been really poor in defense. They've been really poor in front of their own goal. Right from the offing. Right from the offing, they've been very poor in front of their own net. And it's cost them. It's certainly cost them. We will, of course, we'll see tomorrow what the likes of Palace and Spurs and Forest will do. Here comes Salah. Van Dijk's in there now. Everyone getting in on the act up 3 goals. 4 minutes remain. 4 minutes of pain. You can hear like 4 of the fans. You would think Liverpool fans would be happy, singing, partying, enjoying their day. Long ball here. Castellanos will get underneath it. Frimpong for company. Waits for the space to open up and every man to get back on D. Just for Fernandez to give it away. But they're back on it. Here's Disaster. Through the lines. Somerville deserves a goal. Still on it here. The substitute. Somerville to the byline versus Konate. Wins the corner. The corner bet was well on. The corner bet was well on. This is like the 14th corner or something like that. And can West Ham help themselves in the goal difference fight? Because that's all it is at this point. We know how important goals can be down at the bottom. Here's the in-swinger. Rio's underneath it. He's going to head it out. Fernandez collects. Holds off the youngster for the other youngster. Wan-Bissaka. It's down for West Ham again. Neoni does well. Gakpo with some space to run into. Salah's wide. That's who gets it. To the byline. He's going to win a corner kick. Going to win a corner kick. I think that's the first time Salah's tried to go to the byline all game. 2 minutes. Can Liverpool deliver more pain? Because that's all it would be. The same applies at this end of the field. You can't be giving up even more goals. But this is where West Ham have been absolute shit today. In front of their own net. It's very likely we get a 6th goal here. In-swinger from Salah. Away from by Bowen. Somerville going to run past Sloppy Sly. Waiting for support. It's behind Wan-Bissaka. Szoboszlai. The main man does very well. I think he's won his throw. He sure has. Well done. That's well done. And only a minute left for the Anfield faithful to enjoy because there ain't a hammer left in those seats. Kirkes has hoofed it out of bounds. McAllister into the crowd. Fernandez taking ages, down 3 goals in the final minute of the game. Well done, sir. Is there a consolation in it? With 30 seconds to play, Mavropanos can Somerville get him one? 20 seconds. Szoboszlai, of course, there. He's always there. Into the center. Bowen. Oh, Bowen's been absolute dog balls today. Jared Bowen has been hot dog water and then some today. Blow it, ref. In the pain. In the pain. The misery. Blow it. It's Adama Traore. That's who that is. I've been wondering. Just don't recognize him in the number 17 shirt. And there it is, folks. Liverpool. Leeds versus City. What's up, Prague? Leeds versus City prediction. My head says 2-1 City. My heart says 2-1 Leeds. But, yeah, we'll be locked in, Prague. We will absolutely be locked in to that one. We'll be on once again in about 23 minutes time. We'll be live over there on that one, of course. But we're going to close this one out. Liverpool have closed it out. And there might have been a little bit of jeopardy after West Ham scored first 5 minutes of that second half. But then, of course, their poor defending lets them down time and time again. And West Ham are in a world of trouble. Of course, Liverpool looking pretty in the Champions League race at the other end of the table. And of course, people, I certainly appreciate you being here. Go ahead and smash up those likes on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It'd be a pleasure and an honor to welcome you to the community. Hype it up if you got any points left, and get that notification bell on because we will be live once more very, very soon for the Leeds Man City game. Come on, Leeds. So thank you once again, and you will see me next time.